Hello, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, and people of all ages. Welcome to episode 31. Are you going to turn that down? Of the Dirty Balls podcast.
It's the Gully Band.
Okay, episode 31 of the Dirty Balls podcast. I should have been here 20 minutes ago, but I wasn't because I was stuck in some traffic. Because there was road construction, and I couldn't tell what it was. They were just standing around. Not doing a thing at all, but making traffic slower, and they'd let 50 people come this way, and then like 3 people come this way, and then there were people that were zooming through the left lane, and then they get up to where the lane is closed, and I just want to know what their logic was there. Like,
don't you just love other people drivers?
Yeah, fucking ponderous, man. They were like they're honking trying to get in, like, hey, it's not your fault that you can't read. There was a sign a half a mile ago that says the left lane is about to close. Did you think you could just pass everybody and then everybody will let you in? Like, no, you lose. Get in the back of the line. You don't deserve to get in.
Asshole drivers. You gotta love them. Ain't that right, Jennifer?
Oh, good Lord.
What's up, everybody? I'm Alan.
I'm sorry that you missed the road trip that we were on yesterday.
Well, we'll get into that in a few minutes. First, I want to introduce my co-hosts. Introduce yourselves, co-hosts.
Alan.
I'm the lovely Mexican stormtrooper princess, Jennifer.
Even though she's barely seen any Star Wars and doesn't know any Spanish.
Well, yesterday was May the 4th, and today is Cinco de Mayo. So I'm representing.
She's representing. Alright, well, we got a couple of trips to get into, and who wants to talk about their trip first? Because I went to a new ballpark I've not been to yet.
You had the first trip.
Y'all have been to a new ballpark that I've not been to yet. That you've not been to yet either.
Yours first.
All right.
Because we've been there.
Okay, you've been there. All right. Well, I went on Thursday night to Greenville, home of the Greenville Drive. And I have to say, I was very impressed.
It would be better if their name was the Greenville Dragons.
Okay, I gotta say I was very, very impressed. I set a high bar and I thought I was going to be disappointed and let down, but no, everything was great. The staff was incredibly friendly. Their food was...
Was the man doing magic at the front?
No.
Oh.
You probably didn't notice.
I hope he didn't die.
The food was good. I mean, it wasn't great, but like it was good. The staff was incredibly friendly. It was a beautiful ballpark. All the seats were nice, good view. We won the game, barely. Like we won by 1 run, and we thought they were going to make a comeback. It's very retro modern stadium. I mean, it's an exact replica of the outfield is an exact replica of Fenway. Same dimensions, same wall, same green monster. But here we call it the Green Monster. Up there they call it the Green Monster. So, that's the difference there. They had T-shirts that said Green Monster Y'all. And I thought that was pretty funny because it's like, it's like we're like Fenway, but Southern.
Yeah.
Didn't you post something on Instagram that said, like, the Green Monster of the South?
No, the Fenway of the South.
I feel like you stole that from...
No.
Small Town Murder.
No. Oh, yeah, because they're the first ones to ever call something the blank of the South, huh?
You already got it in.
You're all the time telling us not to steal stuff from you.
Yeah, because nobody else in the entire history of the world before 2017 ever claimed that something was a southern version of something else. They invented that. They started it. You're right, Jennifer.
I know. I'm glad to hear you say it.
What did you get to have the ice cream?
Yes, it was very delicious.
What flavor?
I will get to that in a minute. Before I first got there, and we went to the team store, and the first thing we noticed is that the team store was way more expansive and had way more stuff for a single A team than Hickory does. That's not...
Pretty much everybody.
That's not bad on Hickory.
Not Kannapolis.
Not Kannapolis. But they had like a miniature team store apart from the main one, and that one had almost more stuff
You sound like the main one.
than our
because
main
it's
store.
outside the stadium.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of a roller coaster. You enter through the gift shop. But, they had a lot of cool little, knickknacks and things and, all kinds of shirts. And they actually sold Red Sox shirts and jerseys. Like I appreciate the connection with the parent team that they have there because they sell all their stuff in the team store. Their field is pretty much an exact replica of the Red Sox field. It's just fewer seats and different signs. And so yeah, it was really great. First thing I did when I got there is I got an Italian sausage, and because there was no brats, and it was okay. I liked it. It wasn't great, but it was okay. It's probably not something I'd order again. I'd get something else next time I go. But then after that was the star of their food lineup, Sweet Caroline's ice cream. Now we can get to that part. I had cookies and cream.
Yes.
A cone of that. And I usually eat ice cream very slow and half of it melts on me and all that. But like this one, I was like, nope, I'm eating this right now. And it was delicious. I finished the whole thing in like an inning, which usually for me eating ice cream would take 2 or 3. But
Did you get the cone?
Yes.
Yes.
It was a fresh made cone there, and it was amazing. Best ice cream cone I think I've ever eaten.
Yep, love them myself. And they got butter pecan too, so that's good.
I gotta figure out what brand of ice cream they use, or if it's something they make there.
I'm sure they make it there.
I bet they don't.
Well, not make it there, but have it brought in.
I bet it's like Mayfield.
Hershey.
Pet.
No, it's not Pet. Pet ice cream is terrible. So you look offended.
We got some pet ice cream in the refrigerator. They have the best birthday cake.
All right. Well, some of my favorite things were the things that made it feel like it was actually Fenway. If you didn't know any better, was like the outside, like the brick facade of the outside of the stadium was very Fenway-esque. It was the first time that I've ever heard Sweet Caroline played at a game, and I felt like it was appropriate to the game because it was a Red Sox affiliate. And the Green Monster, which is awesome. We sat over near it. We didn't go on it because you got to call ahead and get special tickets for that.
If you ask nicely, they'll let you up there.
Okay, well, you know what? Sam, next time you leave me tickets...
I didn't say they'll put you up there. If you ask the people nicely, they'll allow you to walk up there and take a picture and stuff.
Okay. Well, I'll do that next time. But
Mr. Make shit happen over there.
there was no home run hit over it. I wish there was. There was a pretty hard hit ball off of it that we thought would have been a home run if if it wasn't that high of a wall. And there's some seats up there. It looked really cool. I'm gonna sit there the next time. I'm not gonna complain about our seats though. They were good seats and they were free because Sam Huff left them for us. Which, I mean, he might as well. I've spent some money so far because of him, and I'm gonna have to spend a lot more because of him. So at least I got one thing for free. So yeah, and the thing I noticed that was even farther up from the Green Monster was this like party patio thing that was on top of the buildings in left field. And I talked to a guy there, and he said that you got to have a group of 15 or more, and you can get up there on top of that building. Which I don't know if anybody's ever hit a home run up there, but it looks like.
I don't think so.
But if somebody has the power, they could, because it's 310 to left, and then it's the Monster, and then it's the buildings, and then it's the party deck. So I think people could get up there. A home run could get up there if they really wanted to. I really want to see a home run go through one of the windows of the building, but I'm sure those are like reinforced bulletproof windows.
Yeah.
So that probably won't happen unless Sam Huff hits one of his bombs through it, which I think he could. I think he could do
But
it.
yeah, you can set up on the Green Monster, but you can get the tickets the day of, right before they open. You have to do it. You can't. I don't think they sell them in advance. You can get them the day of. So they were telling me that when I went up there and took my pictures. And you do have to have a 15 or more party to go on top of that roof and everything, which would be kind of cool. But at the same time, I just want to go up there and get a picture.
Well, when the Crawdads play there in August,
depends on if it's a weekend.
on a Friday night, Friday and Saturday.
Maybe Saturday.
Saturday, maybe.
Well, Friday's fireworks, so it'd be.
Well, on Friday I work.
I just think it'd be cool to see fireworks from the Green Monster.
Well, it's
But-
not like you would go with us anyway, so.
Well, okay then. I only had one complaint. I said that word weird. I said complaint. Let me try that again. I only had one complaint the entire time that I was there at Greenville, and it was nothing that, It had nothing to do with the staff or the food or the atmosphere or anything like that. It wasn't anything that they could control. And, if you ask Scott or Jeremy, they'll tell you the same thing. The people that were sitting behind us were very drunk and very loud. But, eventually we just moved away and sat somewhere else. But, that's not something that they can control. That's a Thirsty Thursday thing. If you go...
Oh, you went on Thursday?
Yeah, if you go to any ballpark on a Thursday, you're going to have that crowd. You're going to have the people that are there for cheap beer, that some of them don't even care about the game. They're just there to drink. And Greenville had, a full bar with a lot of people there that, had to get special tickets just for that area. And that's pretty cool. But... yeah, I liked, because I've always wanted to go to the real Fenway, and for now, that was close enough, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I like that ballpark a lot. I mean, it's not that too far out of the way, or too far away.
It's a 2-hour drive.
Yeah, but, I'm kind of getting tired of driving. I want to take a train somewhere.
Well, we can.
We can. Where can we?
But before we get to that, I just want to... my last thought on Greenville is that it goes into my top 5 away ballparks, which in no particular order are Asheville, Greenville, Burlington, Frisco, and Tennessee.
Durham's not on there?
Durham's not there? Oh yeah, suck on that one.
Fuck.
Durham's great too. Durham's great too. I might have to slide it right ahead of Tennessee and put Tennessee at number 6. But yeah, that's in my top 5. Stay tuned for the full list. Maybe one of these days. I don't know. Jennifer, what did you think about Greenville whenever you were there? I don't know if you were there or not, but I assume if he was there, you were.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you think about it.
Pretty cool.
Nothing about nothing to add.
Did you know whose home was right down the road from the stadium?
No.
You don't know that? We haven't been there yet, but I want to go. Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
That's very interesting. I didn't know that.
Joe Jackson, who played for the Crawdads, his family lived right there.
Joe Jackson Jr. or the third, or one of his kids or something. Because
his great nephew or something.
yeah, something. The actual Joe,
Yeah.
the actual Joe Jackson that died in the 50s. Yeah, that or sometime. I don't know when he died, but yeah, one of his descendants. So nothing else to add about Greenville?
I like Greenville, but I don't know that anything really stands out that much about it.
Well, they have Angry
I like
Orchard
going
on
there.
tap.
It doesn't stand out that it's exactly like Fenway.
I don't
She
know
doesn't
anything
even
about
know what
Fenway.
Fenway is.
It's one of the most historic parks in baseball. The
Okay.
Boston Red Sox.
Yeah.
Where's
I don't
Boston?
really care.
What
In New
state is
York?
Boston?
Massachusetts, I meant. Massachusetts.
You know what? I know you know how to say it, so I'll give you another shot.
What?
What state is Boston in?
Massachusetts.
They say Marlboro's there?
Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay, say it right, please.
You say it
Just-
right. What the fuck am I saying
No,
wrong?
I just want to prove to the people that you know how to say Massachusetts. I just want to. I
I
want.
just said it. You just said the same way.
No, I said Massachusetts. You said You said massive 2 shits is actually what you said. So
I did not. Boston, Massachusetts.
She's going to say 2 shits and from now on, every time she says it.
I can't tell if she's joking or not. I can't tell if she legitimately can't say Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Well, I guess that's what it's called now. So
That's 2 shits.
add that to our book of inside jokes that are going to get ruined.
I didn't know I couldn't say that word.
You really tried to say it right, didn't
Like,
you?
I can't say those cigarettes either.
Marlboro?
She can't.
I won't even attempt that
In
one.
like 12 years of being with each other, I've heard her say it twice.
Marlboro.
And now I know I can't say that state, so don't ask me again.
So, if you want to go and smoke some Marlboros in Massachusetts, in what's a city in Massachusetts? There we go. If you want to go up to Wilmington, Massachusetts, and smoke some Marlboros, then invite Jennifer. Hilarity will ensue. Well, I'm not the only one that went on a trip this weekend, or week, am I?
Is it raining? No.
What the fuck?
I thought I heard it rain.
Do?
I mean, I'm just tired of this flipping rain. But yeah, we went to Fayetteville North Kakalaki.
Hold up, Jennifer, you say it.
Fayetteville.
Okay.
We went and saw the Woodpeckers take on the Wood Ducks.
And the Woodpeckers are a new team this year, right?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
used to be in Boozy Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did, Jennifer. They used to be in Boozy Creek. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They were. That's how you say that city.
They
So
played at Camp Bell University.
they were the Boozy Creek Astros, and they played at Camp Bell University, home of the Camp Bell Camels.
Yes.
Tell me about Fayetteville because I really want to go there.
Fayetteville is
And I missed my opportunity to this weekend because I don't have any money because I'm a broke ass bitch.
Segra.
Stadium is the name of the ballpark.
She just corrected you on how to
Yeah,
say
because I
something.
would have.
He can't say things. He can't read.
There's words I can't say either. Rural.
I don't
That's a
know
hard
what
one.
Segra is.
I don't know.
think
It's the same thing as Columbia, though.
a communication thing, I think. But it's a beautiful ballpark, and I like it. Why do I like the ballpark? What makes
him like ballparks?
what makes me like
And you
ballparks?
can do what at them?
Walk all the way around.
Exactly.
You know what makes me like ballparks?
Brats.
Brats and uneven dimensions. I don't like symmetrical outfields. I like stuff. It's like really short and left and right, and then really deep in the middle.
I didn't
Just,
even really pay attention to
just
that.
He
uneven
likes
dimensions
it really deep.
in the middle.
In the middle. With
In the
short
middle.
ones.
Yeah, that's right. With short edges. Yeah. Anyway,
But they have rocking chairs in the outfield, like dead center.
But you have to buy those
You gotta
tickets.
buy. You have to buy tickets.
There's a lady
There's
there
a ticket
that
Nazi
says,
there.
"You got a ticket?"
so like the Lazy River in Frisco, which I also want to do one day.
Well, though, that's you know that you have to get a ticket for that. Kind of like the berm in Durham.
Which Lucas was very distraught
Yes.
for not being able to sit at.
To that point where you got to have a ticket. It's not a big deal.
That was some Winston-Salem type shit.
Yeah, pretty much. But it was pretty packed. I think it was 5,000.
5,000 something. I don't remember.
5,000.
700.
600 or 700. Yeah. But they were giving a T-shirt giveaway.
That much, do you?
It was a blackout night. They were doing a military tribute, so I had to get me a hat. I mean, when I very first saw this on ESPN, this logo is a military logo. It's like you would have on your shoulder. It's a woodpecker skull, so I had to have it. It'll be my work hat, but
5,794.
So I mean, the berm was packed. They have a berm there, and it's the berm, and then right there is the dugout or the bullpens, which is super cool.
What's this term you're using here?
Huh?
What's this term you're using?
What term?
Berm.
The berm.
Yeah, the berm. You know what a berm is?
No.
It's like a grass hill,
The hill.
The grass.
but those are usually called berms.
Well, I've never heard that till today.
It's in Massachusetts.
That's where they invented.
No, that's where they grow the Marlboros.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You can't say that stuff you put on steak.
What?
Worcestershire sauce?
Who the hell can say that?
I just did.
Worcestershire sauce.
Well, there's different ways of
Yeah,
saying
see?
it. Worcestershire, Worcestershire,
Anywhere.
Woosty.
But you could stand right there, watch them in the bullpen, and talk to them. There was a bunch of people giving Sal a hard time, but
They was making friends with Sal.
yeah, well, they were trying to.
I think they was trying to get him to come over and smoke with him.
But
We talking smoke or we talking
They're
smoke?
talking about shotguns.
Shotguns like shooting a shotgun, or
No,
shotgun
like-
like with the beer and the like that? Like
No, the shotgun with the marijuana.
oh, okay, that's
the
a total.
wacky
Yeah.
weed.
Oh,
I don't know. I was busy watching the
And then they wanted Clay to come over. They
the
wanted
bullpen production.
him to go smoke some weed with them.
I was watching the band. We got a wood duck band in the bullpen.
You know what I think is funny? This is kind of going back to my Greenville trip. I know that there's more. I got to ask more questions about Fayetteville, but there's just something I think is funny. Is the way that home fans in minor league baseball react to away fans there because nobody expects that. Nobody expects minor league teams to have good traveling fan bases. So whenever it does happen, it's very weird. Like at Greenville, we all rung our cowbells, and every single time we did, there was like a row of people, and they'd be like, they give us these weird looks every single time, like they weren't.
I think it's just the cowbells, and I think it's noisemakers. Period. Because if your favorite player, if you're going to go see them somewhere else, they hit a home run, you clap and whistle. Nobody really says anything. But if you're sitting there with a noisemaker, they're going to be like, "What the hell?" Because they're not. For one, they're not expecting that. You go sit down behind somebody, they don't know what you're doing, and all of a sudden, ding, 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 right behind their head, they're going to be like, "What the fuck?"
But I had a very funny interaction with a Greenville fan, which is what brought that on. There was a guy that.
I think Greenville knows when Hickory comes there to expect those cowbells.
Kind of like Annapolis knows.
So.
Well, first off, I really appreciated how funny the sound guy was because whenever the catcher, pitcher, and pitching coach went out to have a meeting on the mound, they played "We're the three best friends that anyone can have" over and over again, and I thought that was funny. But yeah, there's a guy in front of us that had a funny reaction whenever we started ringing our cowbells. He was just sitting down, and we were like, "Yay, woo, Sam had a double," or something like that. And he goes, "Oh, where are you boys from?" And then I said, "Oh, we're from Hickory." And he goes, "Y'all's team playing here tonight?" And I was like, "Yeah, the Crawdads.
That's why we're here.
That's why we're here. We're for the Crawdads." And he goes, "Oh well, what made y'all want to come all the way out here tonight?" And I was like, "Well, I've not been to this ballpark before, and my friend Sam Huff, designated hitter tonight, he left me some tickets." And he goes, "Oh, okay, so we're connected. We're over here bragging, huh?" And I said, "No, sir. If I was bragging, I would talk about his 22 RBIs and 13 home runs." And he said, "Okay, well played," and then sat down.
Good job, Ethan.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
So
should pat yourself on the back for that one.
How was the food in Fayetteville? I'm dying to know. Was there brats? Is my obvious question.
I'm pretty sure there were brats. We had seen some stuff on Twitter before we went, and Alan already had it planned out to get the Philly cheesesteak nachos.
Yeah, but I mean, they were like I said, almost 6,000 people there. It was packed, nothing like Nashville, but there was lines everywhere you went. So Jennifer did.
I ended up getting. They have boneless wings there, and I don't know that I've seen that at any other ballparks. So I thought that was cool. I got the boneless wings and fries.
Which the fries were like the beer batter fries.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
good.
Oh,
Oh,
delicious.
man.
Yeah, I would eat just those.
Hashtag things even this,
You
right?
got that right. And
The wings just had like your standard.
Frank's Red Hot on it.
Yeah.
But they
Which
were.
when I'm
they were
eating
good.
hot stuff like that, I usually don't eat it all. So Lucas ate a little bit and Alan ate a little bit. So
I like wings, but
nobody else got food there.
I prefer bone-in wings.
Yeah.
I see boneless wings as just bigger nuggets. That's all.
That's what it is.
Yeah. So that's not wings.
But who cares? I mean, that bonus is there's food there that you don't waste.
They
I
call them that so that the adults don't have to feel like they're eating chicken nuggets.
Yeah,
like
but
children.
I can go to Wendy's and get a 10-piece chicken nugget for the same price as like 3 boneless wings.
Have you been on Twitter to like that post?
Put a bunch of Franks
That
on
Chance the Rapper talked to him about having the spicy nuggets back, and if they get 2 million likes on that tweet,
it. I liked it. Yes.
okay.
Wendy's
Everybody
is cool.
go like that. I like their spicy nuggets.
Wendy's is cool. The Wendy's.
You do like Wendy's.
Go ahead and say it.
Wendy's nuts.
Ha,
Bounce
ha,
off
ha,
his
ha,
chin.
ha, ha, ha. Also, they have a very fun social media presence.
Yeah.
And Wendy's Twitter likes wrestling. Yeah, they live tweeted WrestleMania. Like, why is Wendy's live tweeting WrestleMania? Yeah. I think it's just like Becky Lynch because they're both redheads.
Could be.
Yeah.
But Ben's Biz was at the game a couple nights before. So he tweeted out some pictures of the dugout, the bullpen, the dads. I am just
The Ducks.
The Ducks.
Massachusetts.
Yeah, they took the cups and spelled out "dude" in the fence, and I was like, "That's got to be Josh. He done that one." And it was actually Joe Barlow, and Josh is like, "Well, it wasn't all that good luck. We took it down in the third inning." Well, so yesterday, Joe was up to his annex again. He put ducks, and it took like 8 of them to figure out how to put the S.
That was fun to
So
watch.
how many woodpeckers does it take to make an S? That was pretty funny. But it was super cool. Like I said, then I had to get a beer because Ben Biz, he tweeted it out. This is my beer mug, a baseball bat.
Which I know the Hartford Yard Goats have that too, and we had seen that before.
It's like 23 ounces.
Greenville has a wooden one that's smaller.
Yeah. Well, that's what I got Yanni for Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Was one of those. They make them right down the road from Asheville.
Well, we need a hickory one.
Yes, we do.
Let me ask you a question about the game. Well, first I want to ask, how was the staff, and then I'll get to my question.
The staff was great. We walked all the way around a couple times, and I was looking for a POW seat. Because, I mean, hey, it's at Fayetteville, Fort Bragg. Where
It would make sense.
And I was going up to guest services, and I walked up, and I looked at this guy. I was like, I know you from Hickory.
From Hickory.
And it was Travis, this ticket sales guy, from here, from I think 2 years ago, when Pistol Pete was here and everything.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And Pistol Pete is there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
So,
cool.
yeah, I walked up to Travis, and, I was like, I know. He's like, oh, yeah. He didn't know my name, but and that's fine. But he recognized. He's like, oh, you're the guy with the tattoo. Because he's like, oh, you still got it? Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a
not-
legitimate question. You can get a tattoo removed.
Yeah, but why would you do that? It's a story,
You're right.
But anyway, so they will
that
be
dolphin on my butt's not going anywhere.
Well, I don't.
Don't act like you haven't seen his naked butt.
Yes, unfortunately. But they don't have a seat yet. They said they're in the process of getting one. He said, we wasn't planning for 2 hurricanes to come through. That they're coming,
still doing a lot of work outside that ballpark.
and they got concrete people coming back to fix stuff. But it was super cool. I loved it. The staff was great. The food was good. The beer was good.
And just the overall atmosphere.
Yeah,
of
the atmosphere was great. Team store is huge. We ended up spending like $90.
Well, thanks for getting me something.
Well,
You could have came with us, and maybe we'd have got you something.
And they have
Fair play.
a train that goes right by the stadium.
Oh, I love trains.
It's an Amtrak train.
Trains are
which
cool.
means it stopped right there
Yeah,
at
people
the
got off
stadium.
right there.
They got off that train. So we're taking a train next time.
I
Yeah,
can't wait.
figure out how to do
I
it.
We
can't
gotta
wait.
figure out how to do it.
I'm excited.
I just don't like that I'm probably going to have to drive to Greenville to get on a train.
Yeah, because there's a
there.
train that goes by that stadium too, but it didn't go by this time, which I am disappointed because
Well,
I love trains.
that's a train. This
train.
This is a Amtrak. This is a passenger train.
Take me on out
Well,
of
they
this
had other
train.
things too, because when Ben was there, he had tweeted that it was a train that had like trucks on it.
Okay, yeah, they probably got the rail car for Fort Bragg and everything there.
Like a legit train, like a steam engine or whatever, like a coal engine.
Yeah, like a regular train.
Okay, all right. Not like a subway above ground.
They probably use both.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to look into that. I mean, that's for the past 2 years has been a thing that I've wanted to do. I wanted to go like they used to have to go. So
Yeah, that's
even if it's only for an hour ride, then it saves gas, but it's probably going to cost more than gas.
Well, it's an experience.
But yeah,
Oh.
it'll be an experience that we can say that we done. So
yeah. You can do the podcast from a train, but no, because I'm not wearing a suit in the summer on a train.
and it was hot as balls yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh my God! But they have shade.
It was 88 in Greenville.
It was 90 there.
Oh.
In a blackout day.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And,
And
they
it
had,
was a day game, right?
and they had paratroopers drop in, carrying the flags and everything. That was pretty cool. They brought in the first pitch balls, but they had the POW.
It wasn't the POW.
No, it was their flag.
It was their
The
black
red
dagger. Black dagger.
Black
wasn't
daggers.
it?
The woodpecker flag, and of course the American flag. So, like I said, it's that one's up there. I can't. I mean, Frisco was my number one.
And they had some lawn furniture out there like they did in Frisco, but it wasn't.
Frisco's always going to be
It
my
wasn't
number one.
shaded and all that stuff.
I love it there. Also, I want to
They
live
had
there.
cornhole boards
and then
around.
they had that little thing where you throw the rope with the balls on it.
If I never get to be a Major League Baseball radio announcer, I would love to be a Frisco radio announcer and live there.
and they had an outfield bar, kind of like Columbia.
Does Fayetteville
And they
have a
had a
radio?
grill.
Yeah, they were grilling.
Grilling
Ooh,
burgers.
Does Fayetteville have a radio broadcaster?
They had TV.
A TV?
Yeah.
It's a Class A team, or high A, right?
High A, yeah.
High A with
Well,
TV
Winston
deal.
A lot of the
has it.
high A's have
Yeah.
it.
Man, that's
But it was
impressive.
awesome. I mean, there's news that happened today that I didn't know about because we got there. Josh left us tickets. When we walked in, he was shagging fly balls on the outfield, and he come over and talked to us.
He hadn't
And,
pitched in a while, so we were hoping he'd be
He's like,
pitching.
Josh, are you pitching today? He's like, I don't know. AJ Alexi is hurt. He's not hurt, but he's not able to play right now. They're evaluating him. So he's like, well, so he wasn't sure if he was going to pitch. There was a huge storm that came in last night.
It just blew in.
Yeah,
they're the
And by
Astros,
blew
right?
in,
Okay, all right.
that's
by blew in, I mean the wind fucking came.
the bullpens are separated by a fence, so they're the same. But in the home bullpen, they have one of the like pop-up tents you use at the tailgate for their shade. Away team don't have one, so they're baking in the sun. Well, the storm came and took that thing and blew it up over the wall, over into the walk area behind center field, which is funny. But they ended up stopping the game, postponing the game, picked it up like at 10:30 or something like that. But we
I
left at
think
8
it said
o'clock.
it was 2 hours and something a delay.
Yeah, so we left, but so we got up this morning. We were going to go to Kannapolis. And
Wow. Oh yeah. By the way, from Greenville to Kannapolis or from Fayetteville to Kannapolis, either way. Because I was thinking about going to a game this weekend too, but then didn't because of my financial situation. But going from Greenville or Fayetteville to Kannapolis, it's like, hey, did you enjoy that ice cream? Well, here's a nice cup of dirt. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Hey, did you like that delicious meal you just ate? Wash it down with some RC cola. Screw that.
We were going to Kannapolis today because part of our new news, Tanner Gardner
Finally!
is finally with the team.
Yay!
Finally!
So he's with
the
the
guards
dads.
come back.
So
With who?
The dads.
All right!
So
That's
and the
good.
first game we played in Kannapolis was Friday night. You know what he done?
Home run? There we
Yes. So so that's why we went to go see Kannapolis today.
go. But,
It got rained out.
yep. Now,
It rained for 30 minutes or so, and so the field was too bad for them to play on.
so I have a couple more questions to wrap up Fayetteville here. One, the town itself. I've heard it's kind of sketchy and kind of like
It
iffy.
was sketchy driving in, but then once you get to closer to where the ballpark is, it's nice
It's really
there.
nice. What is the Transportation Museum
The Transportation
Is the
Museum is
site.
the site.
of Babe Ruth's very first home
Home
run.
run.
Oh, really? I didn't know there used to be a team there.
I know. So when we go, I would like to spend a weekend there,
I always thought that'd be in Asheville because he played there,
Yeah.
like A ball
but
or whatever it was back then.
it's sketchy going through. It's about it.
Okay, guys, we're back. There was a situation. We had some technical difficulties. We had to cut off like the last 20 minutes. So to recap where we were, they were talking about that Fayetteville was a boring drive, but it was a nice town once you got into it, and it was sketchy on the way in. So that brought me to my next question, which was, what was the score of the game? And that's where we're at now. So put the phone back, and we can talk about what was the score of the game, Alan.
5-4.
It was 5-4. Okay, well then that begs the question. And also because we had to delete stuff. Now we only have we have 34-minute cap, so we got to get through the rest of our stuff pretty quickly. Actually, why were people doing the wave?
Because they were retarded and they wanted to do it.
I freaking hate the wave. I just it makes me angry, and I just don't like the wave at all. I don't think it should be done at any stadiums. It's a distraction to the game. It's a distraction to everybody, and it should only be done when it's like a blowout and boring and just. I don't like it. How many times did it come around?
Oh, sweet. Now we could just... Hundreds!
Blue flag!
Massachusetts. So
like 6 or 7 times. I don't know. It was a good many.
all right, well, are we just? I don't remember what we talked about in the first part. Are we gonna have to start this whole show over?
No.
All right.
We talked about Fayetteville. It's awesome. Definitely got to go back. I don't show my beer thing. So, but talked to Josh before the game. Well, we didn't know if he was going to pitch because it's been a while. He said he didn't know because they're going to do stuff to the bullpen because AJ Alexi got hurt, but he's not hurt. They just got to evaluate him. Posted a video on Facebook of the bullpen. They demolished a chair, and then they broke the legs off and used them as drumsticks. So it was pretty funny. So I posted that, went live. Josh started walking over to us, and I was trying to get him to wave at the camera because that way he could wave to his peoples. And he asked, did we see the radar? And I said no, and we looked up, and sure enough, big storm coming through. So we left. They picked the game. We left about 8 o'clock. They picked the game up about 10:30. Got home about midnight. So I posted this morning. Got home at midnight. There was something that happened in another game to somebody else. We'll talk about that here in a second. And Josh's wife said, you see him more than I do, and you're not going to be there for his first start. So Josh got the start today for the Wood Ducks. This is his first start since 2014. He did all right, he went 4 innings, had 4 hits, got 2 runs scored on him, so he got 2 earned runs, walked 1 person, and struck out 3. And one of the strikeouts was against Seth Beer, who kind of got under his skin a little bit the last time he faced him. Josh had him in an 0-2 count and ended up walking him, so he was kind of bitter about that. So he struck him out. It was great, but then next time he faced him, 5-pitch walk.
All right.
It's all good.
So, and also this was in the second part, so it's been cut out now. There's 2 brand new crawdads, or not brand new because one of them's been here before, but 2 new crawdads.
Yes, Miguel Aparicio has an eye injury. Don't know what's up with that, but Tanner Gardner's back with us, which I think that was in the first part. And
Tyler DePreda Johnson.
Tyler DePreda Johnson, the guy with shoulder to shoulder name on
But
the nameplate.
is it really any longer than Kiner Falefa?
I don't know.
He's
Cats.
just in the litter box.
Cat's over there making a whole lot of noise.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we should talk about what our boy did.
Your boy.
What my boy did. Yeah.
Okay.
And then after that, you can tell the cleaner version of the story that you were telling when we had our technical difficulties.
Ponderous.
So Sam Huff had his 15th home run.
I don't know. It's your guy.
You sent me the picture. Was his 15th or his 14th? It was something like that. 14th home run. So that brings me up to what, $70? So yeah, that whole $5 thing, I'm still doing it, and it's still
14 home runs.
Yeah, 14 home runs. So I'm still doing it, and he's still killing me. So earlier in the show, I talked about some traffic, and Alan was in the middle of telling a story about some traffic when, my phone died, and had to restart it and everything.
That's not true.
So
That's
no,
not
there were technical difficulties, and we had to restart the show. So
There was an
no, Jennifer, don't just say.
Now we're going to have a clean version.
Yeah,
of the
basically,
story.
okay, so that technical difficulties part was a lie. Alan was telling the story and used some very bad language that I did not want on the internet associated with me, so I wanted to, make him
We
reach.
need to make sure we tell people that so we can. Bravo, Ethan. Bravo.
So I want Alan to retell the story in a slightly cleaner version without the bad words that he used before, because Alan's learning. Alan is learning. He's becoming more progressive, and we love him for it.
So, this undesirable fella cut you off in traffic.
Yeah. I got pissed. Threw combos at him. Tried to get him to pull over so I could beat his ass. He pretended like he couldn't hear me. And then I tried to sideswipe him. He ended up getting around him. getting in front of him, cutting him off. He got back around me, and then he left.
Okay.
Pussy.
All right. Traffic.
Was pussy okay to say?
I think pussy's fine. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So traffic stories. Anyway, Alan, please tell us about some promotions.
Maybe I don't want to talk about promotions
Maybe the
yet.
rainbow flags.
Hey, can we all just take a minute to give Kannapolis a round of applause? Because yesterday, on May 4th, they had an attendance of 2,133 people.
I got 7.
That is very good for them. That's practically a sellout. How loud were they? Do you know?
I don't know, but their manager got ejected yesterday.
Really?
Oh boy, I bet a few people got mad at that. Not many though. All right, so Alan, please hit me with some promotions. I want to hear
Is
them.
your battery going dead?
Yeah.
Do you need me to go get a charger?
If you want to go get it real quick.
I already know the promotions for this week because I'm psyched for them.
All right, well, I want to hear about these, Alan.
Well, Wednesday, they're playing 2 games tomorrow in Kannapolis. And see, tomorrow's Monday, yeah. So the 2 games tomorrow in Kannapolis. They're off Tuesday. We're back home Wednesday against the Tourist again.
Again.
Game time is at 6:30. It's a kid win Wednesday. Kids under 12 receive a free ticket, free meal voucher, bounce house, speed pitch, and carnival rides. Thursday. Yeah, of course, you know what that means.
Thirsty Thursday,
Game
right?
time, 7 o'clock. Yes, Thirsty Thursday.
I'll tell you what Thursday is. It's Napoleon Dynamite night.
Yeah, it is.
I don't understand why nobody else is excited.
We don't say that on mine.
It's an okay movie. It's
If
fine.
you dress as a character from Napoleon
Get your
Dynamite,
titties out
you
of my
get a discounted $6 ticket.
Oh, that's great. It's good. Good deal. I don't remember the movie that well, so dress up as characters.
And it's also Teacher Appreciation Week.
Oh, all right. My mom could probably get some free tickets or something or a discount or something.
Come out and enjoy the game on us. All school staff can get a free ticket with their ID. May 8th through the 12th. Thursday night is also a U.S. Air Force night. Pussies.
He can say it because he's from a different branch.
I'm from one of the better branches.
The one that eats the crayons or the one that...
Not the crayon eaters.
There.
All right. Friday game is on the 10th at 7 o'clock. It's
Dodgeball night.
dodgeball night.
A much better movie.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Dress up as Average Joe or Purple Cobra and get a discounted $6 ticket.
That's a bold strategy.
Yeah. And it's ticket officer Arby's reading program. So if your kids have done something with reading for Arby's, they get their free ticket. And again, teacher night, and it's Friday, so we get fireworks after the game.
Yay!
Saturday, we will probably tailgate.
All
Since
right.
this will be our first tailgate, we are not going out of town. The Charleston River Dogs.
Charleston, Massachusetts.
Yeah, 2 shits.
Charleston.
Game time is at 6:30, and it's a murder mystery night.
Ooh! Yay! And it works in that sense.
We love murder.
Yes, we do.
Murder's great.
I'm gonna wear my murder pants.
Murder pants! Yes, I'm gonna cook some murder steaks for the tailgate.
I'm gonna murder those steaks. Anyway, someone has been murdered at the stadium. We need your help to find out who did it.
I bet it's Conrad.
Come out and find the killer and get a reward.
Hold up. You didn't set that up like a murder should be set up. You got to do like your creepy murder voice. Here, I'll do it. Someone has been murdered at the stadium, and we need your help to find out who did it. If you find out who killed them, you'll get a reward.
Yeah. And the first 10,000 fans through the gate will receive a replica jersey.
Ooh.
Is it red?
Yeah.
Miss a t-shirt, right? T-shirt jersey.
It's probably the jersey. They usually give out a jersey.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
one of those.
Thin little thing.
Yeah. And,
It won't be in your size.
No, won't be in fat people size.
Well, it'll be up at the 2X. I'll be good with it.
Sunday, 3 o'clock game. Church bulletin Sunday.
ABC $2 Sunday.
Bring your church bulletin. Get a $6 ticket. $3 or $4 will go back to your church. Teacher appreciation, and the crawdads will not be taking the field that day.
Because
They'll be the crawl moms.
Yay! Again,
It's Mother's Day.
it's an exciting, like a stacked week when it comes to promotions.
it is.
And all moms get a carnation. The first 100 moms get one.
Not all moms.
The first 100.
Yeah, yeah.
And there will be
What was that?
I was gonna say my mom can get in free because that's the 12th, right? She's a teacher, so.
Yeah.
And I was like, my mom, I had that. You know how sometimes you start a sentence and you just don't know where it's ended, and you just throw the beginning of a sentence up there and you hope you catch it eventually. You know.
Sure.
And some of the guys will be using pink bats during that game, and the bats will be auctioned off in the silent auction at the end of the game. So, good luck getting one of those if you want one. So, we got a Monday, we're off. Right? Or no? Monday's a
day game.
Monday's a day game.
But wouldn't we be going over that next week?
Yep. That's
Yep.
it for this week.
All right. Well,
Did we go over today's game in Kannapolis?
Yeah, it got rained out. Too wet.
Can we talk about the cracked out dirt drag man?
the cracked out dirt drag man.
Yeah. I don't know what you call him.
Well, go ahead.
I don't know what there is to say about it.
Then why'd you bring it up?
Describe it. Because this is the pattern that he drove around the dirt in
They
to drag the field.
they scraped the infield again because they had it tarped, so they had to.
That's not correct.
He was.
So the guy on the
all
gator
over
had
the place.
the little Grady thing behind pulling it, and he was just looked like he was drunk. He eventually got the infield,
But there
straight.
was no pattern to it.
But there was,
all.
you know how you mow your yard, you go in a circle, and you go smaller and smaller and smaller.
Not this
No,
guy.
this just weaving in and out like he was on crack.
Cracked out dirt drag man.
Cracked out dirt drag man. All right. Well, Alan, I don't know if you have anything else to close the show with. I know you certainly shouldn't. Jennifer, would you please?
Really? I only said that word twice. She said the most offensive word.
Yeah, you're the word you said was worse than the word he said.
didn't
But
say anything.
anyway, Jennifer, please, well, we all got carried away. We can admit it. Please take it away.
I got some exciting news for y'all. I found another young man that looks like Bubba.
Oh God.
Oh goodness.
Where did you find what? Where did this come
He
up?
plays for the Knights.
What are
I
you
saw
looking at
this
the
on
lights?
Instagram.
Why are you showing them before you show us? Because
Here
we
we
got to
go.
decide
On
if it's true or
Instagram.
not, or if it's just you being
On
you.
Instagram. I screenshot this because I saw that man.
Wow,
and I
because
was
he's a black guy wearing a hat, and sometimes
like, that looks like Bubba.
sometimes Bubba wears sunglasses.
That looks like Bubba.
So-
This ain't a Dylan Tate thing where every black guy that has glasses is Dylan Tate.
Apparently, because you just see like a tall, thin black guy with a beard, and that's
That looks like
Bubba.
No, that's the one she's talking about looking like Bubba.
That's what I said.
But Bubba
He
don't
don't
have a
have a
beard.
He's got like that little chin strap business.
Oh, but man, everybody at Fayetteville, all the guys came out the dugout, saw us, come over, shook our hands. That was awesome.
Jennifer, I think you just see,
They don't look like Bubba either.
No, it's just another black man. That's the only
I don't think every black man looks like him. That guy looks like Bubba.
No. They just have the same skin color, and that's the only thing similar about them.
You don't think that guy looks like Bubba? Did you look?
Try again.
Did you look?
The last guy looked more like Bubba than that guy.
He's got like a swagger to him like Bubba too.
He has the walk like
He
Bubba.
has the Bubba swagger.
I have to say, maybe a little bit.
I don't see it.
I mean, if you might put a crawdad or a wood duck jersey on him, it might pass just because of the way he's got his arms.
You know what?
I'm letting Jennifer have this.
I'm
because-
good enough friends with Bubba to know him from anyone. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go stretch with
I
him.
mean, if you blow the picture up, it don't look like him so much.
Yeah, it's almost like if you
But-
walk up towards him, he won't look like
Well,
that.
yeah,
either.
but this little picture, he
This little piggy,
There's a bub swag. He's got
the
that.
bub swag.
He's
Bub
got
swag.
that kind of, you know.
Well, if you think you have the bub swags, put a picture on Instagram or Twitter with the hashtag BubSwag, and we will judge them next week. I sincerely hope that everybody that listens does that, so we can have plenty of pictures, and we can go get them developed at CVS or some shit.
Post your swagalicious.
Post your
photos.
hashtag BubSwag pictures, and make sure to tag us in them. If anything else, Alan, tell them to do the thing that you tell them to do usually.
Always wear red on Friday.
Always wear red on Fridays.
Some type of red. It ain't gotta be. Just put some red on.
And if you can support the troops in any way possible, do that. And around here, we might, I don't know if you guys know anybody, but I have a few friends that go to UNC Charlotte. And, that's a real tough situation with them right now. So I hope you guys are doing well. If anybody out there, you should help out with that. And, you should always support the troops like you usually do. We were just making fun. He was just making fun of the Navy, but I know he still has respect for him because
punk ass Air Force.
The Air Force, yeah. So
Seriously.
support everybody you can.
You see these things on Facebook. I'm picking this foundation. Donate. My birthday's on the 15th. Go donate whatever you can to remember everyone deployed.org.
And just in general, be a good person and tell all your friends about the Dirty Balls podcast.
Choose your words wisely.
Choose your words wisely.
How
If
the
you don't,
fuck did we get 63 views on the
if you don't want your podcast
you
to
want
get
to know why we
restarted.
got so many? Because you put XXX. Some little punk ass nasty motherfucker.
Like that dirty ball.
He's got-
triple X.
Dirty Balls XXX.
No, he ain't got dirty balls. He's got XXX saved as his saved thing on YouTube, and it popped up.
Well, thank you, perverts, for out there for trying to get you porn.
Sorry to
perverts.
disappoint
Stick
you,
around.
but I'm not showing you these titties because we want you to come back to watch the next episode.
Yeah, and you don't want to see mine because they're like little A cups, and that's disappointing. That's been episode 31 of the Dirty Balls podcast. Thank you for watching.
Yeet, yeet, motherfucker!
I hope that everybody has a great week. And goodbye.
Sorry.